Good afternoon. This is Dr. Masoodan Reddy. We are with Kavali. This video session for 4th BTech first sem EEE students. Subject is power quality. Unit 4, power quality monitoring. So in this, before we entered into power quality monitoring, first we want to see the power quality benchmarking. Then what are the power benchmarking process steps? These two topics will cover in this video session. Power quality benchmarking. First of all, what is the benchmarking? Benchmarking is an important aspect in overall structure of a power quality program. To know the performance of any device, we want to know about whether the device is working good or bad. We should aware of this benchmarking, then only we can understand that. How to know about this benchmarking? By selecting some benchmarking matrix based on the previous data or standard organizations like IEEE or IEC, International Electrotechnical Commission, or ANSI. So if such a, or EPRI, Electric Power Research Institute. So based on these, if you collect the data and based on that selection data or monitor the data and select the benchmark, based on that you can determine this, whether the device is working properly or not. So this is the basic idea about benchmarking. So in the benchmarking process begins with defining the metrics to be used for benchmarking and evaluating service quality. So for this, already I told you, one organization, a standard organization, Electric Power Research Institute, Reliability Benchmarking Methodology Project defined a set of power quality indices that serve as metrics for quantifying quality of service. So already told you, you want to see that performance of any electric utility or any electric system, power system. So we should have the benchmarking methodology that will be identified or decided by the EPRI. These indices are calculated from data measured on the system by specialized instrumentation. So how can you measure this power quality data, power system data? If you want to measure the THD, we required THD measurement device. Spectrum analyzer. If you have the spectrum analyzer, we can measure the THD, we can measure the transients, we can measure the variations, sags, swells, or any interruption, everything you can identify. So by these indices can be calculated from data measured. Then other point is the part of the EPRI, Electric Power Research Institute, Reliability Benchmarking Methodology Project, explore the idea of estimating the voltages at locations without monitors, given the data at only one monitor or a few monitors. Mean where this problem is existed. That can be identified by estimating the voltages at locations without monitors. So is also EPRI will do. Then the resulted in the development of the concept of the EPRI, Power Quality State Estimator, PQSC, so which uses feeder models and recorded data to estimate. When you'll go to this MATLAB also, you go and verify this, PQSC is there, Power Quality State Estimator. So from this, you can get into that solution, which uses feeder models and recorded data to estimate what would have been recorded on the customer side of the service transformer. This is also can identify. These are all the things belongs to the bench. And a comprehensive set of power quality indices was defined for the electric power reliability benchmarking methodology. So this is also one of the project, RBM, EPRI RBM. So to serve as metrics for quantifying quality of services. So the power quality indices are used to evaluate compatibility between the voltage as delivered by the electric utility and the sensitivity of the end user's equipment. So this is about the basic idea about benchmarking. So overall conclusion, summary of this benchmarking is, we want to know the performance of the end user equipment. So we should aware of this benchmarking indices. So that is about these things. So what are those process or steps for this benchmarking? So number one is select benchmarking metrics. So what is this benchmarking metrics? The EPRI RBM means Electric Power Research Institute already RBM. What is this RBM? You see that reliability benchmarking methodology. Reliability benchmarking methodology. So that EPRI RBM project defined several performance indices for evaluating the electric service quality. So that is about this select benchmarking metrics. So who will select this? EPRI RBM will select this benchmark. Then the collect power quality data. This involves the placement of power quality monitors on the system and characterization of the performance of the system, as well as a variety of instruments and monitoring systems have been recently developed to assist with this labor intensive process. So this is about the collective power quality data. So how can you measure this? By providing different monitoring systems at different places, and you will get the data. You can collect the power quality data. The third step is select the benchmark. This could be based on past performance or a standard adapted by similar utilities or a standard entities as the IEEE or IEC, International Electrotechnical Commission, or ANSI, or NEMA, NEMA. So these are the benchmark deciders. These are the, or you can analyze from past data also. And determine target performance levels, fourth step. So these are targets that are appropriate and economically feasible. Target levels may be limited to specific customers or customer groups, and also may exceed the benchmark values. So you want to determine target performance levels. So in which level, after getting this data, whether it is exactly equal or more than that, you can identify that target performance levels. Next, indices were defined for what are those indices? So you want to see that indices. Indices were defined for short duration RMS voltages, as well as these are voltage sags, spells, and interruptions for less than 1 minute. Short duration. Long duration is more than 1 minute, same values. The second indices are harmonics, and the indices were defined for indices. Where we want to decide indices? First for short duration voltages, and second is harmonic distortion. Here also you see that what are these measurement levels. Here we are getting as a third is transient or over voltages. So this category is largely capacitor switching transients, but could also include lightning induced transients. So first you see that, and the fourth is steady state voltage variations such as voltage regulation and phase balance. These are the indices. See that short duration variation, RMS voltage variation, harmonic distortion, or transient over voltage, or steady state voltage variations. While you are measuring using these different types of measurements, so you want to measure, these are the indices. First we will discuss about this RMS variation, RMS voltage variation indices. So in this RMS voltage variation indices, here you see that the RMS variation indices are designed to assess the service quality for a specified circuit area. And these indices may be scaled to system different sizes. And also they may be applied to measurements recorded across a utility entire distribution systems resulting in SAFI. What is the SAFI? SAIFI. System Average Interruption Frequency Index. I will again repeat it. System Average Interruption Frequency Index and other CIDA. What is the CIDA? SID. SAFI SID. What is the SID? CIDA means Customer Average Interruption Demand Index. Demand Index. So these are the two interruptions we want to measure, and these are the system average, or these may be applied to a single feeder or in a single customer at PCC. What is a PCC? Point of common coupling. So with the help of these, so we can see that these indices were defined in the EPRI or RBM project. So, and also we want to see this RMS voltage variation indices. Sustained interruptions are also in fact only one type of RMS variations, and these are standardized as per IEEE standard 1159 1957 defines a sustained interruption as a reduction in the RMS voltage to less than 10% of nominal voltage for longer than 1 minute. And also characterize these RMS variations can be saturated into 3 levels. So when you measure these, so how can you vary these? How can you see these? These can be measured with the help of 3 variations. What are those 3 variations? So phase or component event, and number two is measurement event, and number 3 is aggregate event. See here, what is this phase or component event? Each phase of each RMS variation measurement may contain multiple components. Multiple components mean, for example, it contains this voltage variation, RMS value, maximum value, instantaneous value. So these multiple components we can measure for each phase. And most RMS variations have a simple rectangular shape and are accurately characterized by a single magnitude and duration. Everyone will remember, any graph can be represented with the help of a magnitude variation with respect to the time duration. That is about this component event level. Next, measurement event level. A fault system occurrence such as a fault can affect, that is simply measured. In case of this measurement event level, a fault system occurrence such as a fault can affect 1, 2 or all 3 phases maybe of the distribution system. The magnitude and duration of the resulting RMS variations may differ substantially or different phases. So this is about the magnitude and duration of the RMS variation may be differed substantially or different phases. So a determination must be made concerning how to report 3-phase measurement events. For an assessment of single phase performance, each of the 3 phases are reported separately. For example, you have the 3 phases. You are not able to measure this directly 3-phase variations in the RMS values. So you want to separate phases into single phase, you want to measure. So thus for some faults, 3 different RMS variations are also included in the indices. So even during the problems, faults occurred also, you want to measure the faults for different RMS variations for 3 phases. This will be appropriate for the loads that see this as a single event, but the total is called as a single. Then you'll come back to this aggregate event level. So what is this aggregate event level? It's a collection of all measurements associated with a single power system occurrence into a single set of event characteristics. Before that, you are placing a different measurement devices and you are measuring. But here, a single measurement device is available. You are measuring all quantities aggregated into a single point is called as this aggregate event level. A good method of aggregating measurement is consider all events that occur within a defined interval of the first event to be part of the same aggregate event. So that is about this aggregate. Next, RMS variation performance indices. So we need, what are those? RMS variation performance indices. The number one is system average RMS frequency index voltage, SARFI. What is this? It represents the average number of specified RMS variations for event durations. What are those event durations? See here, sigma of Ni divided by Mt. So where X is RMS threshold voltage in nothing but what is the maximum voltage. And what is Ni? Number of customers experiencing short duration voltage deviations, but that may be greater than 100 or it may be less than 100 due to measurement of I event. And next, NT is total number of customers served from section of the system to be accessible. So by knowing how many number of total customers as well as how many times, if you consider only less, greater than 100 or less than 100 number of times, so number of customers experiencing short duration, you can get into this one index. That index is called as, by evaluating this, system average RMS frequency index voltage. So here N1, N2, N3, there X like this. So like this you are getting this. And also there are three additional indices that are subsets of SARFI. What are those three additional indexes are? System instantaneous average RMS frequency index and system momentary average. So already I told you. So when we go through these short duration variations, maybe subcategorized into instantaneous, momentary and temporary. So you want to measure at instantaneous, that SARFI is remodified as SAA, SIA or FI, system instantaneous. Similarly, SMA or FI. Simply here you place I, M and T. If you place I, instantaneous average. If you place M, momentary average. If you place T, temporary average. So that is about this system. Actually, this is system average RMS variation in frequency index is called as this SARFI. But these are modified into or subclassified into subsets into three types. This is about this variation. Also, SARFI for the EPRI DPQ project, this is useful. And example index computation procedure also. And utility applications. Next, we'll go to these harmonic indices. What are the harmonic indices? Sampling techniques. What are the sampling techniques? The power quality engineers typically configure power quality monitors to periodically record a sample of voltage and current for each of the three phases and the neutral. So that is about the sampling technique. The measurement typically consists of a single cycle, but longer samples may be needed to capture such phenomena as interharmonics. So generally, you want to measure the interharmonics also, we should be considered. Next, characterization of three-phase harmonic voltage. So what is this characterization? From this sampling technique, we can measure this, what is the total harmonic distortion, and also what is the total harmonic distortion in terms of voltage or in terms of current. We can identify from this sampling techniques. Next, characterization of three-phase harmonic voltage. So what is this three-phase voltage measurements? First, you consider each phase to a separate measurements. The potential problem with this method is that a count of how often distortion levels exceed a specified level could be 3 times too large. That is the one method. Second is average the distortion levels on the three phases. Each three-phase steady state measurements contributes a single distribution level to the samples. So this is about the other method. And next, the definition of harmonic indices. What are the definitions? Its scalable indices have been developed to aid in the assessment of the quality of service-related harmonic voltage distortion for a specified circuit. As with our indices, they can be applied to various parts of the utility system. Index value for the whole system serve as a useful metric. So this is about what are those? System total harmonic distortion, SDHD, and system average total harmonic distortion, SATHD, and system average excessive total harmonic distortion, ratio index, PhD level. So these are different types of indices are applied in case of this harmonic evaluation. Harmonic benchmark data. Harmonic benchmark data, it is it is a temporal average voltage. THD is distributed per series. The EPRA DPQ project is used to measure this harmonic bench data. Seasonal effects mean the harmonics maybe changes weekly, or the harmonic changes daily also. The harmonic changes are within time duration also. Sometimes the harmonics varies. Next, power quality. These are the different types of harmonic indices. So, the conclusion of these benchmarks, we want to see these RMS values or transients or harmonic indices. So, if you measure these quantities by placing the monitoring instruments and collect the data, and you identify and you select that whether the device is operating good or bad. Next, power quality contracts. We will see this all these things. There are 5 entities involved: the transmission provider, Transco. Generally, the power is generated from GenCos that will be transmitted through transmission lines. Those will monitored by transmission providers are also called as Transco. And after then, the power is received by distributors, is called as a distribution company. Local distributor, DISCOMs are also called as a, or the wires company. This is also DISCO. And one or more independent power producers or market power producers, nothing but generators side, or independent power producers, nothing but, for example, rice mill is there, they are generating the power themselves and they are utilizing such a type of power producers are called as independent power producers, also market power producers. And retail energy marketers, retailcos or energy service companies like IEX, Indian Energy Exchange System, or PXL, Power Exchange of India Limited, power energy marketers. Those are, and the end user or the customers. So these are the 5 involving power quality contracts. So these 5 users can combined qualify as per this benchmarking, monitor the devices and identify whether devices are operating properly or not based on this standard benchmarking, like IEEE, IEC, ANSI, NEMA, like this. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe. All the best. God bless you.